What's up, guys? What is crack-a-lackin'? As you know, the Halloween event is up in Roblox BedWars, and I know that you guys are all going to be here for getting the Arachne kit and beating ARACHNE'S Lair. Well, the challenge is actually decently easy if you know what you're doing, and so in today's video, I'm going to be giving you all of the tips and tricks that you need in order to complete ARACHNE'S Lair and get the kit and this beautiful Spider Slayer title for yourself. So without any further delay, let's get straight into it. So let's start off with the beginning, which is stage 1. Now stage 1 is really easy, but there are some important things that you need to do to set yourself up for later on. So it'll give you an option of 3 kits, which are Kaida, Death Adder, and Silas. And the kit that I would recommend here is Silas, as he gives you healing every second to both you and teammates standing decently close to you. And then do not switch the aura type using the R key if physically possible. And if you do, then switch it back just by pressing R again once the cooldown's gone. And do not use the Q ability, because it will remove all of your Triumph stacks and you want to get to full stacks, as it will give you a lot of healing. Then for the rest of stage 1, really easy. All you just need to do is go mine the crystals. There are actually 7 crystals, but you only need to mine 6. So just go around the map, finding all of them, and avoid the guards if possible. But even if they hit you once, they don't do that much damage. They will take a long time to kill you, and they'll only kill you if you let them, because you are faster than them. So as long as you just run away, they won't be able to hit you more than once. And also make sure you mine the crystals with your pickaxe, because although you can break them with your sword, it's not worth it. It would take ages with your sword, and pickaxe, it takes only 3 hits, so use a pickaxe. And so then once you've mined all 6 crystals, or even 7 if you're feeling fancy, then just head to the door. One of you or your teammates actually have to be at the door, and then once you've reached the door, it will teleport all of your teammates to stage 2. Now, stage 2. This is actually quite a bit harder than stage 1, and actually also quite a bit longer. So the first thing you need to do is finish this first little obby. Pretty simple. You shouldn't really die here, but just jump across these rocks until you get to the other side. Then there will be some spiders at the beginning of the next platform, and so all you need to do is just hit them a couple of times and they will die. Then you need to go and mine these crystals. Now, be aware, once you mine a crystal, spiders will come out of it, and so you will need to defeat those spiders before you go and mine another one. Now, you can mine another crystal without defeating the spiders, but I wouldn't recommend it, because otherwise those spiders will be attacking you while you mine the next crystal, and so you might die. Then the easiest way, once you've mined those 2, the easiest way to cross the next gap is just by jumping along the wall, as I've shown you in this video. Pretty simple. And then once you're on the other side, defeat the spider on the wall, because you may as well, they're very close. And then go over to the left side. Once you're there, start mining the crystals, and also there are boxes, which if you hit with your sword, they will either do nothing, give you items, or spawn spiders. Now, I would recommend opening them, because the items in them are worth it. There are things like speed pies, shield potions, and health apples, which will all be useful, and the spiders are easy to defeat. But do be aware that these items are only for this stage, and they will not carry across to the final boss stage, so use them all while you're in stage 2. Also, what will come up is you will get the upgrade offers in the bottom right. Now, when you're offered it, get double Triumph first, and then when you're offered it again, get the aura buff. And then whenever you see it, this will be throughout the entire thing, try and get aura effectiveness, because that will increase the amount of healing per second you get, and healing per second is the most important thing when using the Silas kit. Then continue mining all of the other crystals and opening the boxes on the left side, and once you're done with that, you can head over to the right side. Now, there are 2 paths that you can go to get to the final room. You can either go the skeleton path or the big spiders path. Now, both are not too bad, but I'm going to walk you through the skeleton path for this video. So there are some skeletons hanging from the ceiling, and all you need to do is just hit them a couple of times. They will swing around, just dodge them when they swing back and continue hitting them until eventually they will die and you can walk through safely. Then you cannot finish stage 2 without defeating the spider in the middle because you won't get enough crystals. But before you start attacking the spider mini boss in the center, I would recommend you just deposit all of your crystals in the door. Then you just hit the mini boss with your sword and it will eventually die. Now, once you've done that, 2 things will happen and you have to really lock in for this section. A bunch of spiders will spawn and a bunch of crystals will spawn. Now, what you need to do here is mine enough crystals, just over 100, I'd recommend. Like, there's no need for any more crystals than 100, just get enough to go through the door. Even with spiders attacking you, you can hit them back a bit, but I would just recommend going and mining them because you should heal enough, in theory, from Silas in order to tank the damage that they'll be dealing to you, or at least most of it. Then mine the crystals as quickly as possible, get it so the amount that are already in the door and the amount in your inventory add up to 100, and then put them in the door. That will stop everything and teleport you to the final room, which is the boss room. Then in the final stage, all you need to do is walk up the stairs, and then it will enter you into the final boss fight against the Spider Queen, which is Arachne, which is the kit you will be winning. Then, as soon as the boss spawns, I would recommend just spam bow shots at the boss. There is no need to charge the shots. Actually, charging the shots is worse in damage per second. So just shoot as quickly as possible. Just literally click in the direction of the boss. And whenever the boss is able to be hit, keep doing this. Then the boss does have multiple attacks though, to make it a bit more difficult. One of them that you will come across is where it will send out webs in a pattern and they will drag you in, dealing damage constantly. Now this can just be avoided because when you see this pattern, you just go in the gaps between the red and then you'll be safe. Then the next attack pattern, which sometimes follows the one that I've just talked about, but it sometimes just happens on its own, is where purple spikes will come up from the ground. Now these are actually pretty dangerous and deal quite a bit of damage, but they can be avoided by just keeping moving. And then another one is where the boss will appear and you'll see a red circle appear around you or around a teammate. In this case, just run away, try and get out of the circle as quickly as possible. Don't shoot your bow because the boss will not be hittable at this stage, and just try and get out of that circle because that circle will deal quite a bit of damage, knock you back, and possibly make you take full damage from being knocked back. Then, the boss will also sometimes spawn some smaller spiders, which are the same ones that you've been encountering in the past in stage 2, but most of the time these can be avoided and you don't really need to engage with them. Just run away and keep moving and then you'll be fine. And then the last attack pattern that you'll need to know, which is actually really important, you will see Arachne disappear and you will see a platform spawn hanging from webs. You need to run to that platform as quickly as you can. Just run directly to that platform, because if you don't make it to the platform in time, poison will come up from the ground and you will be instantly defeated. However, this is actually a useful attack for you if you make it onto it, because it will clear all the spiders off the ground. Then continue shooting and dodging. As long as you have decent aim and follow these tips, you will be fine. You'll beat the challenge. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. If this video helped you at all, please make sure to like the video and subscribe, comment any other tips that you've got, and if this video helped you, and also share with your friends if they're struggling with this lair, and also join the Discord server, links in description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.